Coming to you live from the cockpit of an anti-air gun, this is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon. This is actually July 4th that I'm recording this. It's a very hot day in Los Angeles, and we are having a big pool party actually on July 6th with 50 plus friends coming over, maybe a few enemies too. Hard to say. So I spent my morning cleaning up the yard, the pool area, trimming plants above my head with all this dust and spider webs and shit raining down on me. So I still kind of have like those. Do you ever, whether you're killing spiders or working with plants or gardening or something, you ever get that feeling like, oh, okay, there must be bugs on me. There must be, like, something's got to be crawling on me. There's no way there isn't. I have that right now, so if you see me randomly shivering or checking myself here, that's probably what's going on. But we're here at the hottest part of the day, so I decided to bring it inside, play a solo board game, and get back to being productive a little later on. So I am double checking the audio is working perfect. Okay. I am going to play some Under Falling Skies. I'm excited because it's chapter 2, which means I have, unless any rules change it, I have a 2-threat skyline set up. But what I'm about to do is open these brand new components for chapter 2. I can see there's some punch boards in here. I don't know what to expect. The last one added these number tokens that are used by the kind of the scenarios in a variety of ways. So I'm about to open this for the first time, but before I do, let me just suggest that you subscribe to the channel. It's the only way to support Optimal Play. Subscribe. Wow, pieces are falling out of here already. Okay, I shouldn't be talking with my hands. Like the video, please. It's the only way to help us out, and it really does help us out. We appreciate it. With that, let's get to opening chapter 2, and then that should lead into game 3 of my Under Falling Skies campaign. So right off the bat, some pieces fell out of the back. I guess these were not in punch boards, or they fell out of the punch boards. I see a new color of room. There's purple rooms. I have no idea what that's going to entail, so I'm excited to find out. But let me hide those back under this while we unwrap it. All right. That's a problem for later, that trash. Okay. We have a quick little comic vignette here. Glad you could join us. As you see, our research on the vessel is progressing. But, well, we think we'd learn more if we could talk to the pilot. And there's a restrained, unhappy-looking alien creature there. All right, let's see what we get. Chapter 2, Digging In. As enemy ships are shot down, our team seizes the opportunity to research the alien biotechnology. Progress is hampered by constant bombardment. As I'm going to be doing some more reading here, let me wet my whistle. It is middle of a busy day. It is energy drink o'clock. Celsius peach vibe. Cheers. Okay. So, we've got several things in these punch boards. Oh, well, look at this. The first thing it does is advanced sky tile. This chapter gives you one new sky tile. During setup, use this advanced sky tile at the bottom of the sky instead of the lowest sky tile from the basic game. This tile has a shortened sky. Ships hit your city and deal damage as soon as they drop below the sky spaces as illustrated below. So this is... Wow, okay. Well, so this is the new tile, and it just doesn't have a bottom row. It has sky art, but no spaces there, so ships are just going to hit there sooner. And it looks like on threat 2, oh boy, we are... we have 2 less spaces. Well, since I had randomly set up a threat 2 game, and the bottom space that this replaces was one of my difficult pieces, I guess I'm going to use the difficult space here. Which I'm actually a little bit disappointed by, because I think I realized as I was setting up the game that I had never played one with the bottom quadrant of the sky up on the difficult side with all of these Mothership Advanced tokens, or spaces all over. So I was a little excited to try that out, but that's fine. This will be exciting in its own hellish way. Okay, so this I guess will just get set aside until a future campaign. Um, Note that the more threatening side has 2 stars. The easier side has 1 star, indicating that it is as difficult as the more threatening side of the basic sky. Hopefully your upgraded characters will be able to deal with the increased threat. You set your threat level the same way you always do. Choose a certain number of sky tiles at random and flip them to the more threatening side. Okay, that is what we've done here. Upgraded characters. Each battle is played with 1 basic and 1 upgraded character. The basic one is from Chapter 2. It's assigned randomly as before. The upgraded character is one of the 2 who fought by your side in Chapter 1. You choose. Use the other for the second battle. Ooh, okay. Well, so I've got this bag here that I labeled saved for the scenarios that I did win and complete in Chapter 1. So let me dig those characters out. Looks like we had Lucia Ortego, who could increase one robot by 1 or make an exhausted robot unexhausted. And then, yes, the Will Smith lookalike Clinton Harper, shoot down 1 enemy ship on an explosion space. And so I will be upgrading these. So now Lucia says increase 1 robot by 2 or both robots by 1 or make all installed robots unexhausted. Whoa, all installed robots unexhausted seems good. And the upgraded side of Clinton Harper is shoot down 1 enemy ship on any space. Clean, helpful, love it. Okay, I think it sounds like I get to see the scenario before I choose there. 5th city. This chapter has 5 cities. Only 4 will be randomly assigned to battles. After you choose your second battle, 1 city will be left over. Put it in the bag with the other components removed from the campaign. The aliens decided not to attack it, so it plays no role in your story. Okay, so those cities are, just like they get punched out here. We have Johannesburg, London, Moscow, Paris, and here we go, Cairo. All right, 5 cities. 1 will just be completely excluded from the campaign. Interesting. Okay, lastly, command rooms. These are those purple rooms. When you use a command room, distribute its value however you like among worker dice not in that room. Physically set the dice to their new values. No die can be raised above 6, and any excess command room bonus is wasted. The effect of command room cannot be applied to robot dice, and you can never put robots in command rooms. There's a little icon to remind you that. So example, if a command room's value is 4, you can increase 1 worker die by 2 and 2 others by 1. Alternatively, you could apply the entire +4 to a single worker die. That seems very powerful, since you can then get larger numbers in columns where you couldn't afford for the ships to advance all that much by putting a large number there. Okay, that's exciting. A little brain bending. We'll get it figured out. And then there's a little section here that just says transfer. Some characters and cities may allow you to transfer a die to a different space. At the time of the transfer, the new space must be unoccupied and excavated. That's logical. Okay. All right. So, let's see if we can keep that on screen. Beautiful. I need to, and then we have E and F base pieces that feature the purples. Looks like all of these cities use E and or F. So I need to make, and then we have our 4 characters here. Okay, so I need to randomize 4 scenarios. I will just try to do this quick rather than pause. So we've got, I'm doing this without looking. I'm just putting the camera back on myself so you can see that as I shuffle these, I am not looking down. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for the characters, 1, 2, 3, 4. The one left in my hand is Moscow. Will not be involved in this campaign, so I'll set it aside with that removed section of sky. Okay, and then lastly, we do have these 4 comic vignettes that have scenarios on the back, so I'm going to shuffle them, add them. Let's see what our options are. So, we're going to choose 2 of these now that will be our Chapter 2 games, and then 2 will be destroyed by the aliens, because that is how this brutal world works. So we have London with Shanti Alman, set an unplaced worker die to any number. And this just shows someone being infected by some sort of wound and disease from the aliens, and it just says some lessons are learned the hard way. We have here Paris with Peter Bernstein, and out of all alien ships, this one acts knows something. That doesn't seem like a sentence. This one acts like it knows something. Not sure what that's supposed to say, but we'll move on. We have Johannesburg with Jaroslav Rusika there, and the reactor is having difficulties. Guess it's time for another shutdown. And finally, Cairo with Karima Almasi, and that last assault nearly destroyed us. Can we repair the damage before the next one? Okay, 2 of these I have to let go completely. I feel like, can we repair the damage before the next assault? Like, one of those chapter 1 scenarios I did was that reinforcements one where you were sort of just set back on resources some, or you had to use like 1 less die until reinforcements arrived. It felt like you were kicking the can down the road. This repairing one also sounds like that to me, so I am just because it sounds the most similar to what we've done, I'm going to choose Cairo to be destroyed. And I'm going to choose the alien ship. It acts knows something. I'm just not going to play the one with a typo in it. So sorry, Paris, you're gone too. What that leaves is, do we want to play London or Johannesburg now? London with the alien infection, or Johannesburg with the melting down reactor? I'm feeling like it's an alien infection kind of mood, so let's go to London. So these will be set aside. We'll play that on our next video. And for now, we're going to set up London, who is going to use B as the upper part of the base, and E as the lower part. Okay. The excavator starts way up here. We're going to have to get excavating. Let's set up our damage, research, and energy tokens. But let's look at our scenario. Dangerous research. We think we can get good intel from this alien sample, but we need to proceed with caution. The setup. No changes to setup. Rules. When you advance the research track, your base takes 1 damage if you move more than 1 space. Oh no. Notes. The penalty for moving multiple spaces with 1 research effect. The penalty, sorry, there's notes here. The penalty is for moving multiple spaces with 1 research effect. It is still possible to use multiple effects, advancing 1 space for each and avoid the penalty. You can choose to only move 1 space even when the value is high enough to move more. That is a good note to have. And you lose if your city is destroyed, even if the final point of damage was a result of advancing to the top space of the research track. That is brutal. Okay. So how many spaces are there on the research track? There's 4, 8, 12, 16, 17. So I have to ideally do 17 different research actions to avoid damaging. Okay. I'm not feeling super optimistic already about this, but let's set up our ships. It looks like we will not need these number tokens. So we'll get those out of here. And I think I'm ready to go. Oh, I have not chosen my upgraded person yet. I can either shoot down an enemy ship on any space or increase robot values. And then this Shanti Alman, her once per game ability is set an unplaced worker die to any number. I actually think I want Clinton here. The scenario is just the base is going to probably take more damage. I think I want that kill on a ship to basically save a damage. So we will save Lucia for our second scenario of the chapter. And with that, I think I'm ready to go, right? I'm double checking. I haven't missed any setup. Maybe I can tidy up my table a little bit. But here we go. Let me know in the comments if you've done this one, if you felt like I could see this being really easy or really hard. I've never really thought that much about how many spaces I move per research action, but I feel like I'm usually striving to do multiple in the same one, so... Okay, well, here we go. Gray dice have a couple 1s and a 3, and then the white dice have 4s. Well, a 4 is a decent number to excavate by, and I could re-roll the rest looking for kind of more exciting numbers. I'm... Either that or I could put it on this anti-air and that would line up a ship that would get destroyed. I actually think I'll do that. I think I'm going to throw a 4 here. Not anti-air, that's up here. The weapons, the launch rooms. I never know what the names of the rooms are. It's fine, it'll be fine. Who needs it? Okay, that rerolls the rest of the dice. I've got a 5, but now I can't excavate there. Oh yeah, now I guess I'm just excavating with a 4. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Well, let's see. If I'm excavating with a 4... That's all my energy for the round spoken for. Wow, I can't research this round. I'm just looking at this with the excavator starting here. There are no green rooms I have access to. That's pretty intense. But yeah, let me excavate down to there. And it's 2 energy for this gun room. Oh, and let me be moving ships here. 4 and 4. Maybe I actually end up getting a nice, like a 5. Oh, wait, yeah, let's do that now. If I put a 5 in this attack room, then this ship moves also onto a target space. And I can do that for 1 energy instead of 2. So that'll save me an energy. And that just leaves me these 1s. Are they just both going in anti-air spots? I think so. I think we'll just go 1... 1. Okay. Every time I start playing this game, which I have not been playing it super regularly, every time I'm like blindsided by like, oh shit, this feels immediately very difficult and very crunchy to figure out what to do. All right. So we've got a 4 in an attack room, but I don't want to use that energy. So I'm just going to remove that die. I am going to spend an energy to excavate 4 spaces. And I will spend an energy here to attack with a value of, this is -1, so 4, which will take out both these ships. And that's it. That was the whole round. Okay. The mothership's going to move. Deploying a white ship. And it's a new round already. Wow! I just realized I did not read the London city. I should probably do that. It might be helpful here. London, when you use a jet fighter effect, is that what these are? Jet fighter rooms? Okay. You can also destroy 1 ship on an explosion space with a number that is higher by 1. Oh wow. Okay. So like if I resolve a 4, I can destroy 1 5. That seems good. Okay, that's good to know. That's actually could be really, really handy. Okay, but it doesn't really change what I would have done that round, I think. So I don't feel too bad about not dwelling on it yet. Here we go. Holy 6s. 6, 6, 6, 5, 2. Well, 6 is always good for excavating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that 6 would put us... Oh. No, that's great. Yeah, that puts this ship on a 2. Let's just do it. Do I want to use a white or a gray die? I think I will probably also want to put a 6 in the left column because it'll line up another shot. That seems... Or in the energy... Yeah. Let's just use the gray. I'm going to put it here to excavate with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that works. Great. Okay. Next. So I can start researching. It's 2 energy. Let's see. I think I like throwing a... Oh, look at this. If I put a 6 here, That's great energy. It's 6 minus 1 is 5 energy, and the white ship will end up on an attack spot, and so will the red ship. I don't see how I can pass that up. And those are numbered 4, 3. Oh, and I'm sorry, I should have moved this one. This is on a 2. So maybe I just want to go ahead and throw a 5. I would really like a 6 also here, and just get this column also on an attack space and then blow it up. So which do I want to do first? And then it's going to cause a reroll on the rest. I think this column that lines up the 2 ships is too powerful to ignore. So I'm going to put the 6 in the energy room and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And God willing, we will blow up a lot of ships here. Here's the reroll. Well, not the numbers I wanted. What happens if I put a 3 here? A 3 does blow these up, and it would blow up this ship that would land on that too. And thanks to the London ability, I could blow up this 4? I think the 3 is fine, I guess. Let me just throw a 3 in this jet fighter room. I guess I learned that's what they're called. Leaving me with a 4 and a 1. A 4 looks good here, but we know I wouldn't be blowing up that ship because I don't have a high enough attack. I think I still want it. Let's put a 4 here for the energy gain. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that leaves me with a 1 in the middle column. The attack is not useful. I will just put it in anti-air, not move that column. Okay, so here we go. I'll go ahead and spend my 1 remaining energy to excavate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've unlocked a purple room, so I get to try that out. Let's then just go ahead and resolve the energy. That's 6 minus 1 is gain 5. And then I'm going to spend 2 of it on this jet fighter attack. Takes me down to 3 energy. I'm attacking for 3, so that destroys this ship, destroys this ship, and then the white one's gone. And then the London ability lets me attack 1 more ship. Since I'm attacking for 3, it lets me destroy 1 ship with a value of 4. So it's got to be this one that is getting close to the base. Okay, that stuff is going well. It's the research that needs to start happening sooner. I'm gonna check one thing here. If I, because down here there's a double explore room with a plus, or double, rather, research room with a +1. I'm wondering, is it just if you move more than 1, you take 1 damage if you move more than 1. So if I move 5 spaces, that's still 1 damage. And I can see spots on this track where it's like 3, 1, 3, that's actually pretty feasible. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. But first, we are gaining more energy from this 4 minus 1 is 3. So energy is good. It's up to 6. And then we'll remove that die. Mothership moves down, pushing the excavator back 2. Never mind on that purple room. But we got to get research going. We have 2 research rooms. No excuse. Here we go for the next round. Middling. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. I think a 2 is okay in the left column because that ship will move on to a nice spot to destroy. I think I'm just going to throw that 2 in a research room because 2 is the first space on the track, and re-roll the rest of the dice after I move the ship. Wow! Big numbers! 5, 5, 6, 6. Okay. Well, that's great for attacks and for energy. What do I want to do with that? This space, a 5 in column 2 would move something onto an attack space, and it could give us a 5-value robot. I'm feeling pretty good about that. But do I want it to be the white die? yet? Probably not. I also like spending a 5 in the rightmost column. Which I could use to excavate a few spaces. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move here in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me do... I don't think I like the 6s mostly. So I'm going to put a 5 here to excavate. And then a 5... So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just a nothing space, but there's lots of spaces down here where we can take that ship out, hopefully. And then the white 5 in the robot room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And re-roll these dice because I placed the white one. 2 more 5s. Oh boy. Well, a 5 is fine in the right column. It's just that the only thing I'm doing is researching, and 2 energy is so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The second to... I think I need to put in this in energy, but it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and move over. So let me just... Before I resolve that and also move it here, let me place this 5, I guess, in the research room. We'll decide if we want to use it. It does... Oh, I've lined up these shots and I never attacked. Oh no. What are they on? They're on a 2, 3, 2. Okay, I actually think this 5 needs to not go in energy. It needs to go there. And then the 6 energy we have should cover all of this. Research for 1, 2, 3 for the robot, 4 for the attack, 5 for the excavate. It just means I can't afford researching with this room, but I think I'll live with that. Okay. And then let me resolve, since I was playing fast and loose, but this 4th column is where I will have placed that die last, and it slides over. Which is a little scary, but okay. Okay, let's resolve these. Spending 1 energy to research gets me over this 2 space. The track is moving. 2 energy to install a robot. Let me go back, let me go in a slightly different order. Let me excavate first. Spend 1 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because it's a while before the excavator gets pushed back again, I think installing a robot in this research room will start getting me those 1 space at a time moves that we need. So I'm going to use this 5 and 2 energy to install a 5 robot researching. Then, spending 1 energy to attack for 5 minus 1 is 4. That'll take out 3 ships. And I don't have the energy to research with that 5. Alright. Okay. The track moved. The research track went out of, what did we say, 17 moves done? If I can keep managing the ships this well, then I will have some damage to play with researching. But let's see. We can straighten that robot. Move the mothership. It's going to spawn a white ship here. And let's go. 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. Decent. What do we like here? We don't like the 5 very much. The 5s, I don't see any spot where moving a ship 5 spaces is particularly good of an idea. So that might have to go in an anti-air gun. I think I definitely want a 4 in the right column because that will get this onto the attack space, which I think I will need. So, this is going to research once. Boy, this is tricky. Okay. I need energy. I'm gonna need energy pretty badly. This room right here, a 3 will not have it'll just generate 3 energy. There's no minus there. Move that onto an attack space. Sure. Sure, let's do that. You know, it's my go-to normally to put robots in energy rooms, so this scenario is already kind of flipping that in a way that is pretty cool. Ooh, and I could, if I put a good number in the purple room, I could also gain energy with that effectively by bumping up the other dice. What if I put the 5 there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not that bad in that column. I think I'll do that. Well, but I do like the 4 in the right column. So let me throw a 4 there. To do what? I think I will put a 4 in the robot room. It's not as high a number as I would like, but it's better than nothing. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to make sure to be setting up a big attack here, and I don't have a plan yet for that. Ideally, we want to attack for 6 so that the London ability can take out the 7. We also haven't excavated. Oh, there's a lot to do this round. Okay, but I had said I like the 5 in the purple room, I think. Moving this ship 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a safe enough space, I guess. And re-rolling these dice. Let's get a 6. I really need it to attack with. There's a 6, and the left column, a 6 lands the ship on a attack point. I think that's a no-brainer. And because I have them on 6, I'll have them on 6 and 7. I think I want to pay the energy for the full value and not put it on the -1 room, even though it costs so much less energy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I am going to roll this die and hope for the best on it coming up to be useful. It's a 3. I do not like the 3 moving the mothership, so it's going in anti-air? I think it's going in anti-air. If it was a 4, that would be so perfect. Do I use Shanti here? Set an unplaced worker die to any number. A 4 I could excavate, and it would line that ship up with an attack spot. I think I'm doing it. I'm going to just use her. Set this 3 to a 4. It feels like such a minor change, but I actually think that that is very strong. Okay. That one's for game ability is used, but I think it will have come in really handy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's resolve these. I'm just going to, let's start with the purple room. So that's spending 1 energy for the purple room, and then it's -1, so I can add 4 pips to these dice. I think they want to mostly go on energy. Right, it's not useful for excavate. This 6 is as high as it can go here. I could bump the... Yeah. Let's add +3 to the energy room and +1 to where we're about to generate a robot. I think that feels very good. Good work, purple room. Command room? What's the name of it again? I tried to use... where was it? Here. I try to use the right names for things. Command room. Okay. You know, it kind of makes the flavor of the game ring a little truer. Okay. So with that done, I can use this 6 to generate 6 energy. Feels very good. I can go ahead and use this robot, take it down to a 4. And that was a 5 -1 research, so we'll just move up the research track 1 space. I feel fine about that. I can excavate, spending 1 energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then where do I want to install another robot? Probably in this research room and just get them cranking away at research. It would be a 4 or it would be a 5 in a +1 room. So like if we play our cards right, we can get across this 6 with that next turn. I think I'll do that. Install another robot there. I believe I still have to pay that energy every time. Yeah, I'm sure I must. So that is one downside, but we'll take it. Okay, that costs another energy for the robot. And then finally, we're going to take our shot. 2 energy, attacking for 6. But we can take out this 5, this 2, this 6, this 3, and with the London ability, I can take out this 7. That was huge. I'm pretty happy with that play. That was yeah, that went great. That went great. Okay. The mothership's going to move, and my biggest concern now is how much the mothership has moved compared to the amount of research we've done. But we've got these 2 robots working now. So should be fine. It'll be fine. The new die roll is 44432. Okay, so we know that the robot on the right can get me across the 3. The robot on the left can get me across the 6 on research, so I would really like to research for 5. None of these are 5s, but 5 is also a perfectly good number to put in the left column in this research room, so I'm going to keep an eye out for a 5 as I roll. In the meantime, a 4 is pretty good in this 4th column. It would line up a shot and could generate energy. Oh, also in this column, it would generate its full amount of energy. Let's do that. I'm going to throw a 4 here. And no, I'm actually going to put it here. Just because this, I feel like, is a more kind of delicate situation to get this ship onto the right space. That's on a 4. I should be able to blow it up. And it's threading the needle on all these other icons I would rather it not land on. Okay, that was a white die, so I'm rerolling the rest. 4322. Okay, I still like the 4 in the middle column fine, and I like a 3 in one of the left 2 columns fine. My problem is I still have not figured out how to research that 5. I could do it in this room, giving it a +1. I also could really use a bigger attack. Boy, this is getting tricky. Let me throw... I do have access to another purple room here, so if I throw like a 3 or a 4 in a jet room and I need a bigger number, I can try to bump it later. Let me do that. I'm going to put a 3 here in this jet fighter room, moving this 3. I'm just generating 3 energy and I already have 2, so I've got to be careful with energy usage here. But I think I need to... No, a 5 in the right column moves the mothership, which... That research is not so critical to do right now that it's worth a mothership move. So I'm going to... I guess I'm just going to place this 2 to generate a couple more energy and re-roll the other dice. I don't love it. A 1 and a 1. Oh no. Well, a 1 is definitely not going in the leftmost column and moving the mothership just to do something at 1. So I've got to throw it in anti-air. And then on the right... I didn't excavate this turn, did I? Woof. A 3 would have been gorgeous, but I don't have it. So I guess that'll just also go in anti-air. Not nearly as happy with this round as last round, but let's resolve it. So I'm going to generate 2 energy with this room. 4 minus 1 is 3 more with this room. I'm up to 7. Then I can get researching with this robot. 4 minus 1 gets me over the 3, and that did not cost energy. This one, 5 plus 1 can get me over this 5. That costs an energy, and we'll take both these down to 3 and 4. And that just leaves spending 1 power energy. Am I using the wrong word there too? Is it energy or power? I hate when I'm not sure about this stuff. Okay. Anyway, we're attacking for 3, so... So that does blow up this ship. And with the London ability, I can blow up this one on a 4. Well, that's still keeping on okay. I just have to really get this research going. Next turn, I get a free robot research on a value of 2, which means it could cross this 1, and that's about it. And this robot won't get over the 6. It could get over the 3. So I really need to research for 6 in another room. All right, let's move the mothership. Let's take a sip of our drink. Caffeine is probably not hurting my my odds here. That mothership space did add a white ship. Looks like it'll go here actually. And we roll. I should probably excavate this room at the bottom. I think at this point I'm controlling damage well enough that I will want to just do a couple giant researches at the end. And I definitely will need it for the 11. So, yeah. Okay. 6, 4, 3, 3, 1. I have a lot of options there. That 6, though, we were just saying how critical it was to research for 6. So, it'll move this ship here, but I think I want to just throw it right into that research room. Then what? A 3 in the middle and then a 1 on the left? Oh, no, nope, mothership icon. I was thinking one ship would move left and then move onto that attack space, but don't like it. Whew. Let's see. I do want to excavate to here, but I don't really want to send this ship down and to the left and have it move again. The excavator is getting pushed back a space next turn, which is fine if I can excavate to the end. I think I just want to use a white die and a reroll here because I'm not really seeing... I'm not happy with all these 3s and 4s. So... let me just do the baby move, the wimpy move, and put this 1 in the energy room in the center and move these each down 1. And the mothership's just gonna gobble that white ship back up and redeploy it. And that'll reroll the rest of these dice. Okay, 5, 4, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like the 5 on the right okay to finish the excavate and move that ship onto a safe spot. I also do like it in the second column, which would line up a shot, but I don't know if I'm shooting this round because I've not been really lining up shots. So let's do that. Let's excavate down here, moving the ship 5. We have these 2 columns left. I could definitely throw a die in the purple room, which we've learned is pretty solid. I don't really want a robot yet. I think that these robots are okay where they're at for this turn. And so let me just throw... I'm going to put this 2, I guess, in this purple room. Sorry. The purple room is just going to spend an energy and give this a -1 and it'd be a 1. I think it's better off just generating energy. This is going to land here and can't move left, so that's fine. And then this 4 is also going to generate energy. Is this just what I'm doing? Is just a ton of little energy generations, putting it here? Going 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. Yeah, okay. So, researching for 6, spending 1. Let's go ahead and use the robots next. Spending 1 to research with this one. We'll take it down to a 3 and get across the 3. This robot researches for 2. Gets us across the 1. This robot I can probably just replace next time, because then it's, or maybe it would be interesting to research for 1 with it, but right now it's a 2 on a -1 space. And we'll spend an energy to excavate to that die. And then I'm just gaining energy, so 3 from this space, 1, 2, 3, 1 from this space, and 1 from this space. Okay. When you spend 3 dice in power rooms and still don't max out your power, it doesn't feel great. But 7 is still a comfortable amount of power, so I'm okay with this, I guess. Mothership's going to move down. Push the excavator back 1, which is a little annoying because this just pure free research room is a great place for a robot, but ultimately I think I will most likely never excavate again, and we'll just try to work around that. Should probably redeploy this white ship here. Next turn, the mothership reduces research by a space, so I want to be careful about not losing this 7 or something to that. So I want to at least get to this 1. Maybe I will leave the robot there. Let's roll and find out. Whoa! Big numbers. 6, 5, 5, 4, 3. Okay, so an attack of 6 feels pretty good. Do I just want to do... So this room is open. This 4 energy, which I have, plenty of energy. 4 energy to research and attack for 2 dice plus 1. If I put a 6 in this column, that lines up an attack. And then, yeah, maybe I just take the damage to do a huge research this turn and a big attack. I wish that this second column really had a good spot to land if I put a big die there. But it's pretty scary. But if I put in the 3 and the 6, I'm researching for 10. Which, if I can get... Well, that could get across the 3 and the 7, and then I can get robots and stuff doing the rest of my work. Let's try this. We're going to go for it. So the 3 will go here. Moves this ship down 3. That is not looking good, but I do still have Clinton who can blow up 1 ship. And then a white 6, because these numbers are too big. I want to reroll them. So 6 will go here, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onto an attack space. Next up, a reroll. 4, 1, 2. Well, I wanted lower numbers. I got them. So I do have a lot of energy, but I am spending 4 of it here. Let's see. A 4 in the right column could research for 5. Could robot? I don't think I like this 1 and 2. I don't know. A 1 in the left column's all right, but what would I use it for? I could just research with it. I could use this 10 research to get across the 3 and the 7, and then a 1, and that way when it pushes me back, I lose the 1, not the 7. Feels pretty good. But the robot can get me that 1 anyway. So I want to research for something like a 6. What does that mean for me? What if I just put a 1 in this purple room, which will line up a shot on the white ship and add +2 to other dice? Do we like that? I'm gonna try it. Boop, boop. Okay, then the rightmost columns. We have a 4 and a 2. Well, the 4 lines up a shot in the right column, so I think that's got to be what happens here. And I guess if I put it in this room, it'll research for 5, and I can add 1 to make it a research for 6 with that, with the command room. But what's my energy use that you're looking like? I'm looking at spending 8 here. And I need I have 7. Okay, so... Well, here's what I can do. I can, before I place this white die, place this 2. It's safe to make that move, and it goes in an energy -1 room, and it will get me the energy I need. I guess we'll do that. It's not deploying any new robots, but I guess I can look at that next round. Okay. Oh, and so then that 4 moves this ship 4, lining up a shot, crucially. Alright, I guess that's the play. Let's resolve this. Let me just generate that energy. And then I am researching for 10. Spending 4 energy on this pair of dice. Researching for 10 to get across the 3 and the 7, taking a damage from the scenario in the process. Ow, I don't want to do that more than once more, probably. Maybe I've already doomed myself, who could say? Then I can get across the 1 with this robot. It ticks down to a 1, so it's now useless in that room. I'm making a lot of progress here. I can spend the energy on this command room to add 2 to dice. That's just going to go onto this researching die. And then spending 2 there to have it research across this 6. This is actually a 7. Do I want to take the damage to go the extra space? I don't think so. Oof. I'm going to not. I have at least 1 damage coming from ships next turn, probably. And 1 from the mothership coming. I'm going to not. Okay, that's fine. And then this robot, I'll spend this energy and have that go across the 1. The thing is, if I had just taken the 1 on the last time, it could get me across the 3. And then I'm like striking distance to win the game? Well, no. It's also pushing me back. Okay, so losing the 1 is good. Because now... I didn't resolve the attack here, the jet fighters in this combined room. So that was an attack for 10, so it's definitely going to defeat the 5, the 4, and this white one on the 4. And then the mothership will move, pushing research back, but I just lost that 1. Okay. It would be nice to win this turn. Because the ships are... The distance to my shortened... through my shortened sky is getting real tight. But let's see how this goes. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I can do kind of whatever I want here. I need to generate energy very badly. I have a 3 left in this. Did I take this die down? Was it already at 3? Yeah, I think that these were 1 apart. I think it's a 2 now. 2 plus 1. So it can research for 3, which is not useless. There's a couple 3s coming up. This robot is useless, though. I will try to redeploy that. But how? A 5 in this column lines up a shot, and so does a 2 in the left column. That 2, the main place it's useful, would be a command room. And a 5 could be the command room, or more likely, probably generating power. Yeah, and then I can attack for 6 somewhere. Alright, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the 2 in the command room here. That lines up a shot. I am going to put the 5 in the power room here. Lines up a shot. I don't have a way to deal with this ship, and I can't think of a time that this is going to be any more useful than it is right now. So Clinton Harper will shoot down that ship. And then I can safely put this 6 in the attack room, in the jet fighter room. I still haven't re-rolled anything. I have a 3 and a 1. I think I like the 3 in the middle column. So this is just, am I researching very much here? This is my problem. If I put a 3, like generating more power, then I can go for a big research turn next turn. I think that's what I need to do. And this lines up a shot also. So 3 in the power room. And let's see what this roll is. It could be something I can research with. 4 would be incredible. It's a 3. So do we like it in the research room? Do we like it in the robot room? Let's see here. 3 is safe to deploy here. So we've got that much figured out. In the research room, it would research for 4. And it would move us a space. It's probably just worth it just to make the win achievable next turn. I don't love how much energy that uses, but I think I will do that. Okay, I'm a little scared to resolve this. I feel like I probably made a mistake there. I feel like I'm gonna have regrets this turn. Let's see. I'm at 0 energy, so I'm gonna start with that. 5 minus 1 generates 4. 3 in this room generates 3. And then let's start blast. Ooh, damn. I just realized this. I'm adding 3 to dice here. Let me back up. Not generate that 3. I haven't decided whether I'm going to bump that up with the command room or whether I want to maybe manipulate my research with it. So let's fire this shot though. That's staying the same. So spending 1 energy to attack for 6. That's going to blow up this 6, and thanks to the London ability, this 7. That was big. And well, now here's the question. Well, so this robot is going to tick down to 0. It doesn't even do anything because of the -1. This one spends a power, researches for 3, which I guess gets me across this 1. And it ticks down to 1. Still potentially useful, but I'm lamenting the loss of my robots here. Okay. So this is going to research for 4, and with the command room I could make it 6, but that's not helpful because even if I wanted to take the damage, can't get me across. Okay, so I'm going to spend 2 to get across the 3. This command room is just going to be... Oh no! Okay, I have to reorder this. I have to have the energy to use the command room, so spending 1 there. This has +1, so I'm going to bump up the power room by 3 to a 6. Then I can use that to go up to 7 and spend 2 of it to research. Whew. It actually went fine-ish. It went fine-ish. Oh man. Okay, well, the mothership moves. Does not trigger any abilities. I think the goal is to win here. I have a robot that can get me across this 1, so I would need to research for 5, 3, and 11. But it's doable? He says with great confidence. Let's see what happens. If I don't do it this turn, I still have a couple turns left and just the base takes damage. Let's see. This die landed literally on its corner. That is impressive. Okay. 6, 6, 5, 3, 1. 6. This is the last turn that I can safely play 6s. So let's use these. I think a 6 in the left column to research seems like a no-brainer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I put a 6 in the left part of this double room, it moves the mothership down, which is not necessarily out of the question if I'm going for a win, but I don't want it to happen now before I move the other things. So let me put a 6 in the right side of the big room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just sitting there a space away from damaging me. Okay. 5 can't go in the right column without taking damage. But what am I at? Okay. I need I have only the one research. Oh wait, no. So this die will get me over the 5, and then I have the 1 covered. I need a 3 and an 11. And this room can't quite get the 3 and 11 together. It's gonna get a max of 13. And so I need to research in one other place for 3. I need to make sure that I have the energy to do so because I'm already spending 6 on the other thing. So I need power. So I think this 5 has to generate power. And I think it should probably do it here. So it'll generate 4 power. This ship's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and move over. Haven't lost yet. And these reroll. Wow, what is with the cocked dice? A 4 and a 1. Okay, well the 4 can go... Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no, I fucked this up. I've used this column. It had to go in here. I'm going to... Don't judge me. It's a solo game. Police aren't going to come. I'm going to have to wreck on that slightly. The ship will have moved the same. I just put it in there where it can get me across the 11. The question is, can I get enough power and research with these dice? And I actually think the answer is no. So I might be fucked anyway. Let's see. I like a 1 in the right column because it lines up a shot on that ship. It just doesn't accomplish anything. Well, what if I... No, because I have a command room, but it doesn't help me here. All these numbers are so high already. I need to generate power. So I've got to put a 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to be shooting. And then 1 just like here, where it... Oh, you know what? I guess I could excavate with it. And then I'll decide whether I'm spending the power on that as I resolve it, which is happening now. So let's spend 1 power to research for 6. It's going to get me over the 5. I'll just generate 3 power with that die. I'm at 7 power. I can research across the 1 with this robot, spending 1. Damn, and then this room is only going to get me across the 3. I am so close. No. It has to shoot, though. There's no world where it can do anything but shoot. So, alright, so I've got to spend the 4 power. And I'm shooting for 11, which will take out this ship, this ship, this ship. And get me across the 3. Oh, at least I didn't take damage from the multiple, but researching for... Oh, it had a +1, so researching for 12 and getting across just the 3 feels bad. Brutal. Okay, I can't imagine I played this round right. Let me know in the comments what I should have done. Do I want to excavate this room? It doesn't help me get across the 11, so I'm gonna save the power. And with that, the mothership moves down, damaging the base. I have 3 health left, so I can take 2 damage, which those ships do look like they're gonna hit me. This is not over. Let's line these up and play 1 more round. I think that this is the final round because even though there's time for 1 more round on the track, I think that the damage would kill me. So here we go. This is big. 5, 4, 4, 2, 1. Well, I absolutely need big numbers in this double room. I need it to add up to at least 10 so that +1 is 11. So I think I just dropped the 5 there and re-roll the rest. Yeah, let me do that. Or do I want to use any of these first? I mean, I can throw a... Well, this command room is another way to make sure that I get high enough numbers there. And a 1 is safe to put on the left. Except that would re-roll all the dice. But it doesn't take that damage, which means I could put a 6 somewhere else when all these ships are just going to hit me on a 6. I think I do it. I think I put the 1 here. That doesn't hurt me. And it sets me up to add 2 to a die. Or 1 to each of 2 dice. And I have to reroll the rest. I need big numbers here. I can take a couple damage. I need big numbers. 5, 5, 4, 3. The 5s should do it. Yeah, if I throw the 5s in here, I can research for 11. I need to be generating power then to pay for this room. That's really all that's left is I need to be able to afford this room. So the rightmost column, a 4 looks pretty good here to generate power, but it would send something to the right, and then then I would take damage. So I need to put something in that column first. Shit, and it needs to be and it can't be the white die. I don't want to re-roll these. Oh, man. This is brutal. Oh, you know what? I'm adding 2. Okay, here's what I can do. Is I can put a 5 here, generating power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then it doesn't even move to the right. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Then I can put the 4 on the left here, where this ship will go 1, 2, 3, 4, move over. I probably won't care about that moving left. This 5 in the hybrid room, I take a damage from this ship. 2 health left. But then I just have to play a 3 on the right. Doesn't really matter. I'll just put it in a robot room for fun. Oh no, I'll do anti-air gun, and that way it lands up a shot. I think we might have this. Let's just resolve this. I think it's good. Okay, 5 in this room will generate 4 power. I'm at 6. I have 9 in here, but a 1 in the command room, spending a power. We'll add 2 to dice, and I can bump this to a total of 11 here. Spending 4 to resolve it, I can blow up some ships for fun. And then research for 12. We did it! With not barely a point of damage to spare, no dice to spare. I don't believe it. That was really fun. I really love this game and how down to the wire it always is. It's so exciting. I had to make good use of both of my characters. I think if I had only had either one of these, it wouldn't have been enough. I mean, actually, I guess I had 1 damage to spare, which means if Clinton had just, if that ship had just damaged me, I guess I would have been okay. So I guess Clinton was not technically required to pull off that win. Shanti was huge in that turn. I think that I needed to get some momentum, and she gave it to me. Cool. Well, that's exciting. I can mark this in my campaign log that we just completed London on Threat 2 on the dangerous research scenario. I just need to forgot to grab a writing implement, so I think I've been doing this on camera in the past, but I won't here. So I will call that a video. Thank you for watching. Oh, please commiserate with me in the comments about what a what a nail biter that was, and let me know on those couple turns where I really struggled to piece together a plan. If you see a better line of play, I'd be really fascinated to know. With that, we'll call that a video. Once more, if you would like this video, if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel, those help us out a whole lot. So do watching our other videos. I'm trying to play a little more solo stuff on the channel because myself, I've been trying to get a little bit more into solo gaming. So probably some Imperium, like Classic Legends Horizons, maybe some Warp's Edge, some other stuff coming up. So subscribe, look for that. And this campaign will continue too. So I'll see you when it does. Till then, be optimal.